Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and today I'll be doing an unhaul video. So a couple of weeks ago, last week, who even knows what time is? I think it was last week. I posted a video where I showed all of the books that I have never read that are on my shelves, so like my entire physical TBR. And in that video I mentioned that I had just recently done like a whole clear out of my shelves. So I thought that I would go through all of the books that I'm getting rid of from my shelves that I'm unhauling. So that's the whole video. Let's get into it. So let's start with this whole bag. So we have things we left behind and things we had from the light. I truly don't remember what's book 2 and what's book 3. I loved book 1 in this series, but I didn't like either of these two, so I will be unhauling both of these. I mentioned in that video where I went through my entire TBR that Lucy's Score, I'm realizing that only select ones are for me and that she, in general, is never going to be a favorite author, so I don't think I'll be reading that much more from her, and I'll definitely be getting rid of these two books. I was very strict with this unhaul. I want my shelves to be entirely full of favorites. So the next one that I have is To Love Jason Thorne by Ella Mays. I've read this. I enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 stars, but it's not a favorite of mine. I don't ever plan on rereading it, so I'm going to be unhauling it. I also don't super love this cartoony cover, so not for me. Then I have One Bossy Proposal by Nicole Snow. This is one that I haven't read before, but no longer interests me, so I will be unhauling it. I don't even know what it's about. And then I have a couple of more that I've never read before. That's what this box seems to be. I have this one, which is Tempting Little Teas by Rachel Braunwell. I think I got this at a book signing. The author was so nice. It was from one of my earlier signings where I like gave in a lot easier than I do now, where I was meeting a new author that I had never heard of before, and her pitch was just like very convincing, and I felt really bad after talking to her and really liking her as a person to not buy one of her books, so I ended up buying this book. I have zero plans on ever reading it, so I will be unhauling that one. Then we have a couple more that I haven't read. We have Wicked Lust by Sawyer Bennett, How to Fail at Flirting by Denise Williams, and The Bear and the Nightingale. I am 100% a romance reader. This, I don't think, is gonna have enough romance for me. This one I did read on audio, and I just had, like, it was fine kind of feelings about it, and this one I've never read, and it doesn't interest me anymore. Then I have this Unfixable by Tessa Bailey. I don't read Tessa Bailey, and she's not really for me anymore. I tried back in the day, never really loved any of her books. This is the last one that I had on my shelves. Will be getting rid of it. Just a Fling by Charity Farrell, another one that just doesn't interest me anymore. And then Bright Like Wildfire by Juliet Cross, which I didn't love. I love Juliet Cross's paranormal romances, but I've read 2 contemporaries from her now and didn't like either of them. So I just know at this point that her contemporaries are not for me, but I will continue to read her paranormal books. Text Me Baby One More Time by Tegan Hunter is another one that it was fine. I didn't love it. Wilder by Rebecca Yarros, same thing. I enjoyed it at the time. It's not a favorite. 3 Count by Nikki Castle I am getting rid of just because I have the rest of the series in a different style of cover, and I want to get 3 Count in that style of cover. I love this book. Love the series by Nikki Castle, so I just want to get it to match the other covers, so I will be getting rid of this one. And then Late Bloomer by Maisie Eddings, again, just wasn't a favorite. Okay, last 3 in this box is Waking Olivia, that was words, by Elizabeth O'Rourke. I do love this book. It is a favorite. I have a special edition cover that I'm keeping of it. I don't need 2 copies. Again, I was being very strict about this. I am severely out of shelf space, and I don't have space in my room or in my apartment to put another bookshelf. I am out of shelf space, so I had to be strict. I am getting rid of this copy, but I'm keeping my special edition copy that I love. Then I have Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I don't plan on reading it. I did for a while. I don't think I'm gonna love it, so I'm not gonna read it. And then From Here to Eternity by A.L. Jackson. I have another copy of this book. I got an ARC edition, special ARC edition in a PR box, so I am not keeping this original cover of it. So I'm gonna keep the signed one from the PR box with the ARC edition. I haven't read this one yet, but I really like A.L. Jackson's other stuff, so I'm really excited about it. All of these books are going to be on my Pango at some point. I will be posting them to my Pango if you're interested in buying them. I will link my Pango down below. Not sure when all of them will be on there, but they will all be on there eventually. Okay, and the next bag we have is Once We Were Starlight by Mia Sheridan. This is a special edition cover from Belle Book Box. It's a hardcover with the sprayed edges. I won this book in a giveaway, and I just am not interested in it, so getting rid of that one. Then I have Don't Kiss the Bride by Carrie Ann Cole. This is the Dark and Quirky hardcover special edition. This is still in the plastic. I bought a Dark and Quirky box during Black Friday that had 2 books in it because I was desperately trying to get the Dark and Quirky Laura Pavlov Under the Stars edition. And I did, I got it, but I bought 2 in the, I bought a box with 2 books in it, and this was the other book that came in it, and I am not interested, so it is still in the plastic. Plastic is a little bit ripped at the top, but the rest of it is still the plastic. Then I have Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. I think this is a YA book. I don't even remember what this is about. I know it's MM. Maybe one of them is a vampire? I don't remember. Then I have The Crown of Gilded Bones by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I love From Blood and Ash and Kingdom Flesh and Fire. Is that what the second one's called? I loved the first 2 in this series. I love the first 2. I'm keeping the first 2. I did not like the rest of them. I read this one and I read half or part of the 4th one. Not a fan. In general, I lost interest in the series, but I loved the first 2, so I'm keeping the first 2 and I'm getting rid of the one that I didn't like. Then I have Rebel by Rebecca Yarros, which is in the same series as Wilder. I think these are signed from when I met. Yeah, they're signed and personalized from when I met Rebecca Yarros the first time before Fourth Wing, way back in the day. But yeah, it's just not a favorite. I, again, don't have space on my shelves. Then I have The Sunbearer Trials by Aiden Thomas. I think this is also YA. This is another, I think this is MM romance. It's like a fantasy one. I really liked Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas, and I think I read another one also with him. But I listened to them on audio from the library, and then I don't feel the need to have physical copies of them. So I'm gonna unhaul this one. It is so, so beautiful. It's like the Barnes & Noble special edition, and it has the foil. It's so pretty. I have Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. I really, really loved this book, but it is not a favorite. I don't plan on rereading it. I think it's YA, and I'm just getting rid of it. And then the last one I have is Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. This is the 3rd standalone that he has that's like this style. I don't think that they're related, but I've read all of them. And I'm gonna keep House in the Cerulean Sea, but because that one is a favorite, but the rest of them weren't favorites, so I am unhauling them. But that is all of them. I went through them very quickly. I wasn't gonna like say a whole ton about them, but I just wanted to show them for you for a quick video. Again, have 2 videos for the week with this short little one, so I hope you enjoyed that. Again, if you're interested in buying any of these books, I will have my Pango link down below. But that's gonna be it. So like this video if you liked it, subscribe, stick around, see more content from me. I'll have a more interesting video coming later this week, but that's going to be it. So I hope you have the absolute best day. Bye.